Hey everybody, David here, and today I want to talk about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles because it was announced today that Nickelodeon will be producing a film reboot for the Turtles once again, and it is going to be a CGI animated film. And there were a couple of producers announced, and one of them stood out like a sore thumb. Seth Rogen is going to be one of the producers on the film, which is really interesting. And they did say they hired these producers to bring on their sense of humor and style to the film. And look, Seth Rogen is an interesting choice to bring into a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles film. Obviously, the Michael Bay version didn't go the way fans really wanted it, but look, Seth Rogen is a really funny guy. And if you're going to get somebody to do comedy, well, Seth Rogen isn't a bad choice. I think this is interesting. I doubt we're going to see the Turtles like smoking weed and swearing and stuff like that. Even though I'd be all up for it because it would be hilarious to me to see this Michelangelo. You know he's a stoner. If they could go rated R with a Ninja Turtles movie, Michelangelo is going to be stoned throughout the entire film. But we're never going to get that, let's face it, because the Turtles are for kids. When I was a kid, I grew up with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I was 6 or 7 years old when the original cartoon happened in the 80s, or late 80s, early 90s. So it just makes sense that that you would aim it towards kids. Because then there are other animated TV shows for kids, for these, for every generation. Just like how the Power Rangers has always been for kids, but when you grow up as an adult, you have nostalgic feelings for it. I always think that the Ninja Turtles and the Power Rangers are usually in that same category on who they're aimed towards, and if the adult audience is still there for it, they'll usually come and check it out just to see what the new one is like. And with the movies, I think Ninja Turtles have had a little bit more success than the Power Rangers when it comes to films. For good measures, they've had slightly... Well, to be fair, the Power Rangers only had 3 movies. Ninja Turtles have had quite a bit of movies. There's some bad ones, some good ones. I thought the last 2 Turtle movies from Michael Bay, I thought the first one was good. I thought the second one was a step down. Out of the Shadows, I liked Stephen Amell as Casey Jones. He wasn't my ideal pick for Casey, but I thought he did a good job. But the way that movie was portrayed tone-wise, I think they went off scale from the previous film. Obviously, my favorite Turtles movie is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze, which is funny because usually people pick the original one. From 1990 first, and I like that one too. That would probably be my second favorite. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, we can all forget about, the one where they go to Japan in the past. That was terrible. And obviously they already did an animated movie back in 2007. They did TMNT. I hope it goes something like that, where it's not the origin of the Turtles again. I don't think we need another movie about their origin. I think there's enough cartoons and versions of the Turtles out there that have went over how the Turtles became the Turtles. Give us something new and fresh and interesting. And I think Seth Rogen will give us that. Obviously, he's had experience in animation. I believe he was the producer of Sausage Party. But again, I don't think it's going to be anything like that. I think this will be more kid-friendly. But I hope with Seth Rogen on board, he'll do it in a way where, yeah, it's for kids, but we're going to add some humor there that the adults will enjoy as well. Some humor that will go over the kids' heads, and the adults will be like, okay, I get it. And hopefully it will be since it's animation, and I think animation works great with a heartfelt story. Maybe, who knows, maybe this will be the first TMNT movie that will make us all tear up a little bit. I'm hoping for a really good story out of this, and some really good actors to come out of it too. I hope they get a really good voice cast. If you remember that TMNT movie, Sarah Michelle Gellar did the voice of April. Chris Evans, who played Captain America, played Casey Jones in that movie, and Patrick Stewart was also in the film as one of the villains. Well, I guess, was he a villain? Who knows? It was an animated movie that I thought was pretty good, and I would have watched the sequel since they teased the Shredder at the end of that movie. But we never got it, and here's hoping that this one will be an improvement and a lot better. And hopefully it will be a big hit, because I think there are a lot of Turtle fans out there. They just want to see a good movie. I'm going to admit, though, I would rather see a live-action Turtles movie. But look, if this is the best way they think they can win audiences, because I do think people will see a live-action Turtles movie. I think the first Michael Bay film proved that, because that first one that Michael Bay produced did really well in theaters. It made a lot of money. I don't know why they stepped down on the second one, but you could feel it wasn't as good. But that first one proved, I think it almost made like 800 million or something. Maybe it was 700 million, but it made a lot of money. It shocked people, and that's why they made the sequel. I don't know if people will be more excited about an animated film. We'll see. I mean, with Seth Rogen producing, that already brings a little bit of interest there, because fans of Seth Rogen like myself will be like, hey, that's a interesting choice if he's producing it. Let's check it out. So I'm hoping for the best, and who knows, maybe if this is a success, maybe Seth Rogen will produce a Power Rangers movie. Here's hoping. With that being said, I hope you guys like this film. This video. This is not a film. This is a video on YouTube. I hope you guys like this, and please subscribe to my channel. Leave down your thoughts in the comment section below, and until next time, take care.